Okay, you guys were given maps of the area. So those of you with engineering, which is Lucius and Drestov, you guys have prior knowledge of how this is working. You are going to walk upstairs. Each one of the floors, there is 4 stairs going up the building. The 4th floor is considered the top of the tower. But each area, instead of being about 12 to 15 feet tall, as most stories are done, each area is approximately 30 to 40 feet tall. So these are very tall rooms. The building is built as an octagon, so it is an 8-side around.
There it is.
Each stairway is set up the same way. When you go up the stairs, it is a spiral staircase, and when you get to the top, there will be a door on each of the 4 cardinal directions. And those will all open into a middle room around it. And then there will be major rooms on each of the 8 directions of the octagon, and each room is built that way, all the way up to the tower. The top floor is the only difference, where it's all an open area. Those of you with engineering may now make an engineering check.
Nice.
Excellent.
Old man took his pills this morning.
Drestov is more concerned with bashing skulls and stabbing people, so he takes a look at the map. Good enough for me, I'm ready to kill people. Lucius, you are recognizing engineering weak points in the building that could be exploited to take down walls without harming the stability of the building, so long as you don't take down more than 2 walls for each floor. If you do more than that, the integrity of the building will be put at risk. But you could, with this knowledge, go through a wall without having to go through the door. You got all that?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to reveal the first map.
I just got it pointed out. I'm also a battle planner, so I probably need to be reminded of this because I'm gonna forget a lot of my different abilities.
Well, that's the first session. People will help you walk through it.
So yeah, battle planner. Basically, just if you want to narrow it down, I plan ahead.
You guys should be able to see where you are. Darkness is on, so I reveal places as you get to them. Everyone sees themselves on the map?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, as noted, you guys are in a spiral staircase. There is a door in each of the 4 cardinal directions.
What gets up fastest?
The doors are closed.
All the doors are closed to you.
Well,
all of you will make a perception check as you go up the stairs.
Let's see here.
I'm just going to point out, I am a wonderful dwarf with stone cunning, so even if there's weird shit and I'm not actively
I'll just
looking,
put that here anyway, just
yeah,
so it's known.
I get an extra check just in case there. But you get to roll, so you can tell me that I didn't find anything, and then I get another roll, and you can tell me I didn't find anything. It'll be great.
But yeah, I need to do the perception check. Where's perception again?
Also +2 if it's weird stonework. So
sorry, everyone perception?
Yeah.
We have Nicola.
Yes.
Nicola will take care of this shit.
I am clearly busy looking at the map.
Yeah, Lucius is still struggling getting used to all the significantly more weight of the liquids and stuff he's carrying around, being gentle with his movements so they don't shake uncontrollably. Nicola is totally on edge.
I'm going to say that, well, because I may as well, because Artemis suggested it, that I should say to the party
RP in game.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do that.
You still owe me a perception check. Let's get that knocked out.
I did.
He did.
Where? What did you get?
22. 22. Along with dressed off.
Nicola rolled a 33. We'll be fine.
Oh, okay, there it is.
15,
all right.
27, 53, 22, 22, 11.
DC to beat this check was a 20, so everyone who beat a 20 is still hearing the explosions and sounds of violent, destructive magic are echoing all around the building. There is too much noise all around the place to identify where it's coming from. However, Nicola, the critical success on this one was a 26. Nicola is totally on edge, and you are noticing that most of the sounds of combat are higher than your current floor, not on the one that you're just now on. Although you hear movements to your north and to your west. As for that, Rowan was wanting to do some RP. Let's start some RP.
All right. I don't know how you guys normally go into a fight. But I like to plan ahead things. I think it's always good to sort of understand your enemy, understand what it means to actually go into a fight, so that you don't just go into a fight and all of a sudden you're dropped dead on the ground.
Right, and do you know what's in there? Do you actually know what's in there?
I'm not saying I know what's in there. I know this. I know the layout of a lot of the tower, but I don't know what exactly we're going to be encountering.
Well, then tell us about
I've
the layout.
only seen glimpses, and I know from certain experiences that we're probably going to encounter a lot of otherworldly things.
Abominations, yeah, we've been told about them. It's gonna be fun.
So you know all about them then. Do you
Squire?
also know that that children can be turned into abominations?
Yeah.
Yes, we're well aware
Anything
of
can
that.
be turned into abomination. I don't have a problem with killing a child if it is an abomination, in case you're wondering.
So for what it's worth, the explosions I could hear from higher up, not this level, but I could also hear movement to our north and our west side. Just for going ahead. Just some info for everyone.
There's also the factor that there might be some survivors.
We don't really care about those, now do we? We need the first enchanter.
Our plan was, if they do not disengage and do not drop their weapons, then we treat them as enemies. That's what our group has agreement on. We can't trust anyone in here. There's people who could be demonically possessed. If I had it my way, which I haven't, and we've all compromised, anyone we came across would die. But we give them a warning. If they do not drop their weapons and they come towards us, then I will be defending myself.
For what it's worth, this trainee might be able to help because he seems to know everyone. So
yeah, you might be able to get him to stand down, but once again, if they don't follow the instructions,
just allow me to speak if they are someone I know or someone that they. I'm sorry. Go, sir. What were you going to say?
You're free to try to convince them to stand down. It just spares us energy. I've got no problem with that. Let the Templars figure out who is possessed at the end.
The Templars seek to kill everyone. That's something I disagree with. I'd like to lessen that impact, and if it means trying to find the first enchanter, to do that. But I at least want to save some people if we can, and if we can't, then we can't. But
Novice, we cannot save anyone here. The tower is going to be destroyed if we waste our time. The only way we save anyone here is we find Irving and bring him down before we are killed with everyone else. If we waste time pussyfooting with anyone we suspect, we will run out of time. So still your heart and harden it. I don't wish to die here because we take our time.
Yes, what more again?
Shears almost venom in her voice as she just speaks to you as vilely as she can.
What Morrigan is
Then let's hope we find the first enchanter.
What Morrigan is
Then we find the first enchanter, who I imagine is older than 12.
Okay, so what we've already agreed upon is, again, as I said, the plan. We're not going to sit here and have any moral debates, which we're doing right now. Let's just move on and get the task done. We're already wasting enough fucking time here. Let's just go.
Which direction are we going? What doors do you need busted?
Lucius, at any time, you and Drestov can go over the map to learn more about the area you're in or what each room may be. But whenever you guys pull out your map and talk about it, it's considered about 15 minutes of inaction.
Just
Well,
remember the
we had our first
information.
chance.
Remember the information you've been given by Nicola. There was fighting. There was sounds sounds of movement to the west and
The north and the west.
and the floor above us sounds like that's the most combat is happening.
Right, we had a chance to consult the map already.
Also, since Rowan is here and Rowan has lived here, you can ask him for personal experience of what is in each area. If you work with Rowan to go through the map, his expertise of being here will give your checks a +2 whenever he's consulted.
Okay.
I mean, we mostly need to know the way up and anything of value that might be on the floor.
First question is really going to be cut and dry. What's to the north here on the first floor, and then what's to the west?
Okay, most of the first floor is considered the living quarters, so most of this is barrack space. If you are going through and checking out, because there are 8 rooms as the building is built in an octagon, the room to the west, the dead west, is for the people who have passed their initiation. This is considered the adult quarters. Most of the south area is for the younger ones. The north is for the faculty that live down here, but most of the faculty is on the 3rd floor.
You said,
And the
that was the
eastern
north.
side is a more of a dining area.
So this seems like a safe skip. We don't really need to make a stop in any of these areas. Where's the Rowan? Do you know where the stairs up are? Nothing of importance seems to be on this one.
Do I know? That's the question.
Well, you probably should.
For you, it is a raw wisdom check, but you should be getting. It's going to be very hard for you to fail this.
Yeah.
But you still got to try it.
Alrighty. Let's do this.
I mean, the man has lived here. You should give him that for free.
Rowan, you're able to think now that you've gotten the stress off of you. This direction, this room down here, should have the stairs up.
Okay. Also, part of my battle plan is to I guess tell people to scout ahead as well. But it's all based on what is it?
Do you want me to take this over for you?
I need it. I'm not good at this.
You'll get the hang of it. It'll be rough the first hour or so.
If you are using the battle planner feat, it's a mostly mechanical benefit. You just need to declare that you're planning it and give a rough description, I suppose.
Well, the thing is that I've been trying to explain this to him. He's new. So I'm going to save him the ease. Everybody, particularly for our scouts, so mostly Theo, if you're going to scout ahead, please come back and tell us so that Rowan can then battle plan, which will allow him to roll his warfare as an initiative check. But he needs somebody to tell him what's going on in the next room for him to be able to do that. Which his warfare is better than his perception, and if his warfare lore check sucks, he can still roll perception for initiative.
Quick question: what is the most optimal route to these stairs then? And if that's the case, then Theo, it might be worth scouting ahead.
Go, you tell Theo to scout ahead himself in a fucking demonic possessed tower. Good fucking idea. You tell me to do that and you'll see a swift answer.
But you're definitely one of the ones that needs to go and scout. You might want to take someone, but
is not go solo. Don't let anyone go solo into mind demon territory. Battle planner is great, but I don't think we're going to be planning much early on because we just need to get up right now.
Okay.
This is
I think
let Lucius, because Lucius hasn't done his act. Let's let Lucius get the information from the map. Then we can decide from there what we want to do.
Okay. So, here's what I have. According to our new guy here, what was your name? Oh, Rowan. Right. Okay. So Rowan says the stairs are southwest from our current position, and there was some sort of movement that Nicholas heard over to the west. So I think for the best direct approach, so we don't get ambushed from behind, we should go west and also vector south, and that will be the best way there. And one other important note, Rowan, future note, perhaps you should have this little speech of planning and what you believe in before we go into an infested tower and have to stop and talk. Yes? Just a thought.
What the fuck's going on with my fucking headphones? Sorry.
There's always something going on.
Fucking hell, what the... There we go. Sorry. Well, I was just thrown into this, really. And I don't know you too well yet, so I'm trying to gauge how you all work together.
We are all still trying to gauge how we work together, to be honest.
Anyway, south first.
We are going through the south door, then?
Lucius, is that correct?
I was thinking... I was thinking west. According to my notes, just so everyone has anything, faculty have some limited housing on the north. The west here will hold people's quarters who have passed initiation. The south are younger apprentices, and the east is dining. So I'm thinking west because if people have passed their apprenticeship, they are more likely to not be possessed in theory. But I don't know magic, so that's just a guess.
I mean, there's movement there. Are you sure about that? I'll go where you tell me to. Just asking.
West and north where we heard stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yes. It's, in order to not be ambushed, but if we want to avoid as much combat as possible, we should go south. I'm just information. I don't want to make choices.
Somebody tell me which doors to bash. I don't care.
Go west.
Direct approach.
I mean,
Okay.
suicide.
Oh my god, just pick a fucking door, people.
Go west. I said,
Yeah.
I'm telling you all to go
All right.
south.
Oh my god.
Theo said west. Open the door. Eric, open it.
All right, we are opening the western door. Excellent. The door opens without a fuss.
Well,
We see into the hallway a few bodies. Two of younger-looking mages, one of a possibly Templar whose chest has been exploded open, and another one whose body is still burning. In front of you, in this direction, is another closed door. The magic-sensitive players in the party will all throw me an Arcana check as soon as that door opens.
I've also got Arcana, so...
you're not magic sensitive.
Oh, I'm
You're not magic sensitive. Magic sensitive means you can cast spells.
Okay. No.
I
we
gotta
can
get
get you a magical item that gets you to detect magic. Don't worry.
But it doesn't. Oh, there it's come through now.
That number exists.
It exists.
It's not a fucking tree, so Nicola doesn't care.
Nicola is thinking of how many trees had to die to build this stupid tower.
Not many, considering that it's made out of fucking stone.
No. I'm too busy laughing at the Templar which exploded chest.
Damn, wow, Nicola turned super cruel.
I'm liking this.
Okay.
Nicola?
Nicola is thoroughly enjoying the sight of the dead massacred Templars. Adeline and Morrigan, as the door opens, quickly grab Drastov and put their hands on his shoulder to pull him away. You guys are sensing magical energy on the floor surrounding this door.
Well, I was gonna go south, but I guess I'm not.
Just before you walk into it, that's all.
You know, can I just walk down there? If it's just over there, I could just ignore that.
Yes. Just
Well,
don't throw your characters around. You have to show me where your steps are.
While following Drastov, V, I understand it's an open area. Everyone's been very hostile, but I would like to have my standard approach of being as stealthy as I possibly can.
I'll assume that you're moving stealthily. When it matters, I will have you do checks.
Okay.
Rowan and Drastov, slow down. Let
Mhm.
Rowan stay with you so that we have a proper front line. It's already set up.
All right.
I will.
As
I will
Drastov
say-
is moving south,
I just glance at the bodies and sort of, inside.
Let me trigger any traps or bullshit. I'll survive. Nobody else has to
As
get good right now.
we are moving out into the hallway,
I
the
look like
blue
a man that can
carpeting,
handle it.
the blue
What?
carpeting around the stairway into the central hall, we are encountering a bright red barrier standing in front of this doorway. It is very hot as you get close to it.
Fucking mage bullshit.
It is intensely bright. It is extremely difficult to see through, but you can, with a perception check, to kind of get through it.
Well, perception it is. Oh, jeez.
Dressed like this silly mage bullshit doesn't stop me.
Yeah.
Dressed can make out the stairs going up in that room.
Right. Stairs up are right behind the fire barrier.
It is not quite fire. It just looks like red energy, but you are feeling a lot of heat coming off of it.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna grab something random and throw it at it, see what happens.
As it strikes the barrier, it disintegrates.
Of course, it's fire barriers. Anyone got any clue how to dispel this shit? Because, I don't. Actually, wait, is this room magic?
It is not runic magic.
Well, yeah, not my problem. Somebody else.
Evelyn and Nicola, you may attempt arcane checks, or anyone now who has arcana checks may try.
19.
It's a very loose arcana.
Nicola's still laughing at the dead Templars like a psychopath.
Can we throw
She's over there like teabagging the bodies, like, woo! Glate's looking at Nicola and looking at the bodies and keeps looking back at her.
Not yet.
You don't even know who they were. Yet you judge them as if they were someone else.
Templars are Templars at the end of the day.
All right, somehow all the mages failed this, but the wannabe Templar passed the arcana check. That's shameful. Rowan, your studies. This barrier is particularly strong, and the only way you're going to get through it is the person who put it up either dies or dismisses it.
Oh, fuck.
So we gotta find the mage who created it.
Any clue who could do it?
We have to probably kill them or somehow convince them. I think the former is probably more likely.
Right. Do you know who was in charge of this sort of barrier? Any names or anything we should look out for?
Would this have been put up by an enemy mage or by a
You probably wouldn't know that.
A hostile mage, you have no idea what's going on in here any more than anyone else.
Look,
As far as who put that up there, most likely it's one of the more skilled faculty because the students probably don't have the ability to maintain a spell like that.
all I can say is it wasn't a student. It was either
Okay.
So we heard
either a teacher or other hostile.
we heard noise to the west and to the north. Logic would dictate it has to be where one of those people are. Let's go and investigate.
Well, let's skip the trap
I
first
agree.
and see if there's anything in the north, I guess.
Person probably had a family, man.
Yeah, a lot of people had families and then the Darkspawn came and ate them. I'm not gonna, cry for every last one of them. It sucks, but
All right.
life kind of sucks in general.
The door leading off to the northwest, as Drastov is standing up to it, looks to be in particularly bad shape. It looks like someone was beating the shit out of it with a physical weapon, not a magical one. We also do not see any bodies in the northern corner, suspiciously.
Interesting.
We continue to see more doors, as we can tell the building is most certainly built in a hexagonal pattern.
Is it more concerning that there's no bodies here than if there's bodies down there?
Possibly just a location of a fight. Anyway, if you don't mind, I'm just going to take my tower shield, open the door here. I'll probably be shot by something, and then we can start murdering.
Okay, Drastov's going to open that door. All right. The door is locked, although it's battered pretty badly that it wouldn't be hard to break it down.
You want me to get that dressed off, or do you just want to bash it down?
Oh, no, let us be civilized.
All right, Drastov, boom, just puts his shield up. Drastov has his shield up. He has his pick in his right hand. He puts his shoulder down and just smashes the door through. The door is barely held together. It splinters and shatters as we blow the door down.
The roll was ass, but he still did pretty good.
The door is in pretty bad shape.
For Pathfinder 2, that is actually a really shit roll.
Yeah.
He's got a plus 13 to that skill, so he rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Please.
It was ass.
All right, as we are coming into this room, this area was for some of the older kids. There are several beds in here. There are corpses on the floor, but many of the younger kids, maybe early teens, very early adulthoods, between 18 and 20, many of the kids here were slain in their beds. They didn't even get up before they were massacred. Most were killed by physical objects, but only a few look like they have scorches of burns or any traces of magic. We see several desks and books strewn about. Lots of mayhem happening here.
It is on days like this that I'm real happy my people don't have mages.
What is in there,
Some people
Drastov?
consider it a blessing that you don't have.
A bunch of murdered kids. Seems like they got stabbed in their sleep. Pretty bad news, all things considered.
They didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
As
useful as magic is.
It's a pity. I imagine there is great knowledge in this building, and we do not have time to look at it.
Now, don't worry. I'm sure we can convince whoever's alive at the end if we get out to give us some books.
To the next door.
Right. Off to see some dead teachers.
Just remember, Drastov, this is where we heard the noise.
Yeah. Everyone stay clear of the door for a bit. If I get blasted, that's fine, but nobody else has to get blasted immediately. Is this door also locked?
This door is not locked. As you reach your hand out and you start to turn it, you can feel it is turning in your hand. Though you haven't turned it enough that likely anyone on the other side has noticed. Do you open it or leave it?
I'm opening the door and I'm keeping my tower shield up.
You open the door.
What team?
Well, more dead people.
Again, we see more of the same.
A lot of pillows in that bed.
V, by the way, I just wanted to check. Is our vision, like, over here, by example, not visible because it's dark over there?
No,
I am adjusting the light as people move around, but there's so many of you guys, and I can only talk about so many things. This is why I'm asking you guys to not run your tokens around drastically.
I understand.
Theo is just kind of barely in that.
I'm just asking because I actually have dark vision, like proper dark vision. So.
No, the building is perfectly lit. There aren't any dark areas. I'm just not revealing the map until you can physically see it.
Yep. Gotcha.
I just went to the right because everyone's to the left.
I get it. There's only so many places you guys can go.
Yeah.
The room that we opened is much more of the same. It is, again, young adults. Mostly were massacred in their beds. We are seeing that their desks, their footlockers and stuff were torn open and looted. And we see the body of one Templar laying in the doorway.
Wait, they looted the kids? Oh my god, they have less standards than me. Well, now I feel no regrets about what I'm going to do. Well,
Drastov's going to
next door, I guess.
Drastov's going to get
Hold a moment.
a tattoo that says no regrets. Only
Yeah,
God
yeah,
can
no.
judge me.
Okay, Drastov. Once again, our magic sensitives. Give me an Arcana check. Nicola is so amused at the sight of the
Wow.
massacre. She's like drooling at the sight of all the bodies. Even Morrigan is mildly creeped out at this point.
I only have two in Arcana.
Let's be fair for Nicola here. Let's be fair for Nicola. Her magic is primal, and you're having her make Arcana checks. This is not her school of magic.
It's
At
just
all.
funny.
I've only got a 2 on an Arcana.
Yeah, I figured you were untrained in it.
I'm having fun with this.
She is
Okay.
okay.
Is that another dead Templar? Can I see?
Evelyn, as Drastov is moving down the hallway and he's approaching this door, something in your blood is boiling for him to not walk towards that door any closer.
From where I am, I would holler, "Stop! Stop! Stop! Stop!"
Well, the dwarf stops. He knows how to react.
I'm gonna move up to this little triangle of people, and I'm gonna actually do a detect magic so I can actually identify where the magic is.
Okay.
So, detect magic. One action at will.
There is a magical floor trap in an area on the inside and outside of this door.
All right. So
Okay.
directly in the space of the door, there is a trigger.
As far as mechanics go, Drastov, if he moved one tile to the right, he would trigger it.
Right, is the dump trap, can we just trigger it by throwing a rock at it?
Yeah,
Magical
maybe.
traps don't trigger like that. They're not mechanical.
Depends on the trap and what the parameters are, but oh well. Can
Well,
we
say
just throw a
what?
corpse on it?
I actually will grit my teeth before answering. Honestly, it's possible the trap will go off by introducing any type of physical.
Well, Sir Knight, you shall serve your people in death once more.
I'm gonna move out of my way. I'm gonna move out of his way.
Bye, Templar.
Hey,
It's having the time of her life right now.
I feel no joy in this. This is corpse desecration, but if I don't have to get burned, I'm not getting burned. I'm going to take like a 15-foot distance, and then I'm going to chuck the corpse at the door, see what happens.
My character's just not amused.
Boom! A very loud, almost deafening explosion goes off and blows the door down. Everyone can feel the concussive force, the overpressure of the air escaping the area, pushes you guys just a little bit. You have to hold on to where you are.